Hey, this is Mr. Engstrom. Let's take a look at a little bit of homework here. So this is Unit 10, Homework 2, it says on the top. This is the homework that's due December 3rd, which is Tuesday. Okay, so let's take a look actually at number 8. And assigned to you were the odds. We're going to take a look at a couple of evens, and we'll go through the whole thing so you can see step by step exactly how to do these problems. Okay, here's number 8. It says write a rule for each sequence. Okay, so we got one thing to do there, write a rule, then find the indicated term. Okay, so when we find the rule, we're going to answer this question, a sub n equals. Okay, and we're going to write a rule for the nth term. Then we're going to find a sub 32, which is the 32nd term. For a reminder, here's the formula. A sub n equals a sub 1. Remember, that's the first term. N is the number of the term. And that's going to be 32 when we find the 32nd term. And D is what we call the common difference. So we need to know two things, the first term and the common difference, to be able to find the nth term. Okay, so the first term, well, that's 29. Okay, plus. Then it's always n minus 1 times the common difference. Okay, so when we take a look at two consecutive terms, we take the second term minus the first term, right? That's negative 20. So we have the common difference of negative 20. Then you can simplify from there if you want. So you could put 29 minus 20n plus 20. I got that by using the distributive property. So you could put a sub n equals negative 20n plus 49. If you take a look at the answer key on Google Classroom, that's what it says. I'm okay with this one right here. Okay, so now we got the rule, and now we have the 32nd term. Well, it's the first term plus n minus 1, so it's going to be 32 minus 1. Of course, that's 31 times negative 20. So we put that in your calculator. And we get negative 591. Okay, let's take a look at number 12. If the given terms are part of an arithmetic sequence, write a rule for the sequence, then find a sub 9. To write a rule for the sequence, we need two things. We need a sub 1, got it, and we need D, the common difference. Okay, well, we don't have that yet, so let's find it. We're going to use the formula a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. And we're going to use this information right here. Remember what this means. This right here is a sub n when n equals 5. Because the fifth term is a sub 27. Or the fifth term is 27. So a sub n, I put in 27. A sub 1, that's the first term. We're told that in the problem. That's 11. Plus n minus 1 is 26, because n is 27. No, it's not. Not sure what I was doing there for a second. Okay, so n is 5. N is 5. In other words, we're going to put 5 minus 1. We'll change that to 4 in just a second. But now we need D. And so now we got to figure out how to find D. Well, then we have 11, we have 27 equals 11 plus 4D. We're going to subtract 11 on both sides. That's a minus there. And so we have 16 equals 4D. Dividing by 4, I see that D equals 4. Of course, I'm not done. I just found what D is. But now I can find the rule because I have the two things that I need. Okay, I got the two things that I need. So let's write the rule. A sub n equals the first term 11 plus n minus 1 of the common differences, and the common difference is 4. Now, if you want, you can simplify. I'm okay with that for an answer for that part. Then it says find a sub 9. So a sub 9, the ninth term, is the first term plus 8 of the common differences. So we have 11 plus 32, which is 43. All right, the last one we're going to look at is number 20. So let's go through number 20. So as soon as we see the sigma, the capital sigma there, Greek letter sigma, we know it's a summation. So we know we're going to add. So here's the formula that we're going to use. So make sure you know what each of these parts are. N is the number of terms. A sub 1 is the first term. A sub n is the last term. Okay, so we need to figure out all of these things. Okay, well, let's figure out what n is. Remember the number of terms? We have a little formula. It's not 14 minus 9, but it is 14 minus 9 plus 1. Okay, so we have 14 minus 9. That's 5 plus 1 is 6. So there are 6 terms that we're adding together. Next, we need a sub 1. That's the first term. So if we look here, right here, remember that's where n starts and this is where n stops. So the first term isn't 9, but the first term is what we get when we put in 9 for n. So that's 17. There we go. It's 17 minus 6 times 9, so 17 minus 54, that's negative 37. Now we need a sub n, which is the last term. Okay, so we know that we put in 14. This is where n stops. So to get the last term, we plug in 14 right there. So it's 17 minus 6 times 14. Which is negative 67. So now we have everything that we need for our formula. Okay, so we want to find this sum of these 6 terms. Okay, so we have 6. That's the number of terms. The first term is negative 37 plus negative 67, or you could put negative 37 minus 67, of course, that's the same thing. We're going to divide that by 2. And we get negative 312. And I just noticed that the answer key that I have online is wrong, but the answer is negative 312. Work hard, hang in there. I will see you in class.